Well, we're here at Kimbo Creek, and it was, as you can see, I'll show you in a little bit, it's a beautiful campsite. We're right by the river right down here. We're up on a little ledge. Sun's out finally. It stopped raining, so we're drying things out. There's my my little hammock and Cuban tarp over there. That's where I'll be hanging tonight. You can see we're drying everything out on the line there. And then we got Runner over there with his hammock over there. Yeah, we went about 10 miles today. It was really muddy. We got to go down to the creek down there and rinse out our socks and our shoes and our pants. It was a muddy trail, and the rain finally stopped. The sun's out. It's not a cloud in the sky, so I hope it stays like this. We got 2 more days, and yeah, it'd be great if it doesn't rain. Well, it's morning time. It's about 4:30 in the morning, 47 degrees, a little cold, a little breezy coming in here, but I slept just, oh man, I slept really great. In my hammock, I got the Blackbird XLC and had it in porch mode, but it did rain yesterday a little bit, and had a nice view. Slept really great in it. I'm gonna get some breakfast going. Runner's still sleeping. Heading up to the Devil's, I think it's Devil's Track Gorge. We're gonna be sleeping there. That's about 10 miles, so we got a light day today, so that's gonna be great to get up there, and they say it's one of the deepest gorge in Minnesota, so it would be good to check that out. I was hoping that, you know, it didn't rain yesterday, that the stream down here, I don't know if you can see it, flows all the way down this way, which is just beautiful. It's just one of the prettiest campsites I've been in. I was hoping that it'd clear up because the water is real muddy. So the last 2 days, we were at Lake Superior, which was great getting water out of there. Boy, that cold water, it tastes great. Try to keep it as much as I can in using this water, this muddy water, for cooking, but I'm out of clean water. The filter cleans it out pretty good, but you have to back flush it. After you're done, you definitely have to back flush it. We have these little Sawyer Minis, which cleans it out pretty good. Still a little murky, but not like drinking Superior or Lake Superior water. So I think I'm going to get some breakfast, and we'll pack up and head out. The underquilt that I was using on this trip is a Phoenix 40 degrees Phoenix made by Hammock Gear. Got down to probably about 45 degrees tonight, or this morning, and it yeah, it kept me nice and warm. There's some people that like the incubator. The incubator would come probably up to here, but really, you guys, my feet, and I'm 6 feet tall, my feet come right about here, and I just put a pad. I didn't use a pad this time, but in winter time I use this a 0 degree, and I've been down to below 0 in my 0 degrees, 15 below, and my feet hung out a little bit like that, and put a pad underneath it, and you know, I'd stay real warm. And up in front, my head would be right about here, and I have a hat on that I sleep with, usually a balaclava, and yeah, so that works really good. It works really good. Top quilt that I use is a burl, 40 degrees, and that kept me, of course, nice and warm because, you know, it's 45 degrees. I have 2 extra ounces of down in it, so I'm sure I'd get down easily to 30 degrees, maybe even lower. I'd like to test it out. The hammock I use, of course, is a Blackbird XLC. What I love about the Blackbird XLC, if you can see in here, there's a shelf, and you can see I put all my
socks in there. I'll have my hat if I need it at night. I got my down sleeves I use as a pillow and then wrap around my neck, and I got a little pillow here that I use, and my balaclava. And you can just store so much stuff in here. And the hammock, it sleeps very nice. It's really comfortable in this hammock. You have to find that sweet spot, and once you get it, I sleep just wonderful in this thing. Wonderful. And of course, the tarp that I use is a Cuban fiber made by Hammock Gear. It's the Winter Palace. It's 10.5 feet long, and you can see in porch mode. That sucker stuck out real far out there, so a lot of room. It would rain, so I could be down in here with my chair and sit out there and eat and just watch the sunset. Now that lake is superior. We're on our last leg, the last night of camping with our hammocks and our backpacking trip. We're heading towards Devil's Gorge on the Devil Track River. As you can see, we're going through this red pine forest, and it's just, I love red pines. It's my favorite trees. That's why I wanted to film here to show you. I just love the red pines. And down to the left, down there, we followed that for maybe about 3 miles so far, and it's Wood Creek. Had lunch on there earlier. It was a beautiful little campsite they had there. Definitely have to go back and hang on that site. But it was a good trip, very good trip. Rained a lot. Looks like it might rain again, possibility of rain, which is with our hammocks, so you can deploy the tarp, especially in porch mode. It's really not a problem, you know, if it rains, so what? If we had a downpour right now, we'd come right in these trees here, and I'd set up my tarp, and we'd sit underneath it, and with our chairs, and we'd have a nice view. Like even right here, we would have a nice view of that. I'm on the cliff, so I don't want to fall off. I mean, there's that river that we've been following. It's just, it's just amazing. Just amazing. But yeah, it was an excellent trip. Superior Hiking Forest is just a beautiful, it has different characteristics as you go from the top all the way to the bottom. To Duluth is 250 miles. I think if you go to all the way to the end, and there's a state park on the end that you can, from Duluth all the way to State Park, there isn't really much camping. So I never intend to really hit that, maybe go to the state park, J. Cook State Park. But yeah, we should be at camp in about an hour, and we're following this river. We're going up, and then, well, I'm about to go down. There's a bridge up there. I was going to let you go, but I'd like you to see this bridge, how we cross this gorge here, and show you. I mean, this is like how we've been hiking all day. Pretty much like this in the woods. A lot of red pines. We've been on that trail for probably about 4 or 5 hours. Gone about 8 miles, maybe more. And in it right now. You guys, now this is what it's like. Didn't even know this was coming. Really gorgeous. Man, it's amazing. It's just amazing. I love it. It's so beautiful. I love water. I love being by lakes. I love being by streams, all being by rivers. We always try to find a site that's right on the river or overlooking it so we can hear it, the running water during the night, because when I have that running water, man, I sleep like a baby. We're getting into a steep, steep climb. I'm gonna have to let you go because I'm gonna be huffing and puffing. Down here in the Devil Track River in the gorge, washing my feet. See how muddy they are. And my shoes, my socks, and my gator. Washing them all up on the river here, and look at the view I have. Isn't that gorgeous? So I have to be careful that I don't lose my shoes. Otherwise they'll be going down the river. Next time I see them, they'll be in Lake Superior. So I have to be careful that the current's kind of strong here. But man, this trip, this 4 days we've been out on the Superior Hiking Trail, it's been so muddy. We've been nothing but mud sloggers, just slogging along, and it was pretty tough. You get a good pace going, and all of a sudden you just hit these swampy areas, mud. So it was a tough trek here. We're doing about 10 miles a day, and 16 one day, and then 10 today. This was pretty tough because it was steep, all uphill. But it's beautiful. It's definitely worth coming up here. In a little bit I'll show you my campsite where we're hanging. It's just a beautiful sight. Check this out. My grandson has a blanket that he takes to bed every night. He won't go to bed without his blanket. So my blanket is 20-degree Burrow by Hammock gear. Oh, it's nice and comfy. Look, Tommy, Papa's got a blankie too. My other grandson has a stuffed dog. He calls him Blue Dog, and won't go to bed without Blue Dog. Well, look at Max. Papa's got a green pillow, and Jack's a better down sleeves that he puts around his neck. And oh, I sleep so comfy like this. Man, this is the most comfiest sleep in my hammock. What's great about these guys is you put them together and you make a pillow that comes around. Otherwise, you bring them out. I always bring a down jacket that is sleeveless. I'll put this on first if I get cold. Put this on. Like tonight, it'll get pretty cold tonight. And then if it gets real cold, you got these tabs and you put these sleeves on. It's really cool. You got yourself a down jacket. So these are from Jack's Are Better down sleeves. Well, this ends our trip up here on Superior Hiking Trail on the north shore of Minnesota. As you can see behind me, Lake Superior. The trail follows Lake Superior, but most of it is up in the hills, up in the ledges and in the forest area. So most of the time you can't see it, but inside there are just gems. Little streams, rivers, just full of rivers and streams, ups and downs, little creeks. This trip was rainy most of the time. It rained a lot, I should say, and the trail was really muddy. We had to go through some areas that were just swampy, and I would say miles of mud. Did a lot of mud slogging. It was tough going through there, slows you down coming through here, but we would do 10 miles a day. One day we did 16 miles. As you can see, the black flies were terrible. The mosquitoes were kind of bad, but if you were prepared for it at camp, head nets and bug spray, you're okay, but the black flies were pretty bad. They had a hatch that came out this year that was pretty bad. But overall, it was just an amazing trip. I would have to say that this was epic. And as you can see, the view. Until next time, we'll see you on the trail.